Have you ever waited for someone you loved, not knowing they were never coming back? On a Friday morning in August, Pittsburgh International Airport was alive with the usual chaos of travel. Luggage wheels on polished floors, announcements echoing through the terminal, thousands of people moving in every direction, each carrying their own story, their own destination, their own reasons for leaving. But in the short term, parking area just outside the terminal, something was different. A stroller stood alone, no one pushing it, no one waiting beside it. Just a small stroller sitting quietly in the middle of all that noise and motion, and inside it, a 7-year-old French Bulldog sat looking around, her eyes moving from face to face, waiting for the one face she recognized. She was still waiting when police arrived. The call came in early that Friday morning. Officers from the Allegheny County Police Department responded to reports of a dog found unattended on airport property. When they reached the stroller, the dog was alone. No owner in sight, no note, no explanation. They found a microchip. They made calls. Every attempt to reach the registered owner failed because the owner was already on the plane, already in her seat, already on her way to the resort she had planned to visit. She had left her 7-year-old dog in a stroller near short-term parking, walked through the terminal, passed through the gate, and boarded her flight as if the dog in the stroller was not her responsibility. As if 7 years of shared life meant nothing at the departure gate. Sergeant Jason Donaldson of the Allegheny County Police Department later explained what the investigation revealed. The woman had first attempted to bring her dog onto the plane. As an emotional support animal, the airline denied the request. She then tried to check the dog as cargo, but she did not have the proper carrier required by airline regulations. The airline denied that request as well. At that point, she had a choice. She could have gone home. She could have called someone to come and get the dog. She could have found a pet boarding facility, rescheduled her trip, found any of the dozens of solutions that exist for exactly this kind of situation. Instead, she left. The French Bulldog, whose name was not released by police, is 7 years old. In human terms, that is a lifetime of mornings together, of walks and meals and quiet evenings on the couch, of a bond built slowly, day by day, out of trust and routine, and the particular kind of love that grows between a person and an animal who have chosen each other. 7 years of that, left in a stroller in a parking lot. French Bulldogs are not a hardy breed. Their short snouts make breathing difficult, especially in stressful conditions. The August heat, the noise of an airport, the overwhelming flood of unfamiliar smells and sounds, all of it would have been distressing for a dog who had no way of understanding what was happening, or why her owner had not come back. How long did she wait before anyone noticed her? How many times did she lift her head at the sound of approaching footsteps, hoping? We do not know, but we can imagine. And that imagination is enough to understand why this story touched so many people when it was reported. Not because it is the worst thing anyone has ever done to an animal, but because it strikes at something fundamental in how we think about the relationship between humans and the animals in their care. A dog does not understand betrayal in the way we do. She cannot reason through what happened, cannot conclude that she was abandoned, cannot protect herself emotionally from the confusion and fear of being left behind. She only knows what she feels, and what she feels in those moments of waiting is something very close to what we would feel. That is what makes this so hard to read about. Animal Friends, a Pittsburgh-based animal welfare organization, took the dog into their care following the incident. In a statement, they confirmed that the animal would receive all necessary medical attention and supportive care. While the case remained under active investigation, she was in good physical health. Her body had survived the morning. What the experience did to her sense of safety and trust is harder to measure. The dog's owner was expected to face charges of animal abandonment. When the story broke, the response was immediate and widespread. People were angry. People were heartbroken. People shared the story and commented, and debated and expressed in 100 different ways the same fundamental feeling. This is not acceptable. But beyond the anger, this story invites a more personal kind of reflection, one that is worth sitting with honestly. How do we think about the animals in our lives? Do we think of them as members of our family, with everything that word implies about commitment and responsibility? Or do we think of them somewhere beneath conscious awareness as accessories, as additions to our lives that we welcome when they are convenient and struggle to accommodate when they are not? A pet is not a piece of luggage. You cannot check them when the journey gets complicated. A dog, particularly one who has lived with you for 7 years, has built her entire understanding of the world around your presence. You are her safety. You are her home. You are, in the most literal sense, her whole world. That is not a small thing to carry, but it is the thing you agreed to carry when you brought her home. For those who travel with pets, the rules in the United States vary by airline, but the core principles are consistent. Small dogs, generally those weighing under 20 pounds, may travel in the cabin in an approved carrier that fits beneath the seat in front of you. Space is limited and fees apply, so booking early and confirming directly with your airline is essential. Larger dogs must travel in the cargo hold in an approved, hard-sided crate that gives them enough room to stand, turn around, and lie down comfortably. The regulations around emotional support animals have changed significantly in recent years. Following updated guidelines from the U.S. Department of Transportation, most airlines now treat emotional support animals the same as regular pets. Simply having documentation of an emotional support animal no longer guarantees free cabin access. The lesson is simple. If you plan to travel with your pet, do the research before you book your ticket. Contact the airline directly. Prepare the right carrier. Visit your veterinarian in advance to confirm your pet is fit to fly. And if circumstances change and travel with your pet becomes impossible, find a responsible alternative, a boarding facility, a trusted friend, a professional pet sitter, because the alternative this woman chose in Pittsburgh is not an alternative at all. The French Bulldog is being cared for. She is warm and she is safe, and there are people around her who are kind to her. We hope that she finds a family who will love her the way she deserves to be loved. A family that understands that having a dog is not a privilege. You exercise when it is convenient. It is a promise. And promises, especially the ones we make to those who cannot speak for themselves, are the ones we must keep most carefully. If you have a pet at home, take a moment today. Sit beside them. Let them feel your presence. Because for that animal, you are everything. And everything deserves to be treated with love.